Hey, it's Adam, Avalon Auto, Alpharetta, Georgia. Avalon Auto Off-Road Builds on YouTube and Instagram. Next up, 2002 Toyota Sequoia 4x4 SR5 with leather, 167,000 miles, 2 owners, always in Georgia, no rust, good service history. We did have to catch up some things. Owner traded it in at Hayward Allen Toyota. They quoted them, timing was due the second round, valve covers were leaking, spark plugs, etc. Ended up trading it in. This thing is super clean. Please, people, stop putting stickers on your paint. When this stays on the paint for 20 years, it ain't coming off. It's like part of the paint now. So they tried wet sanding it and everything. It lightened up at the bottom, but I'm not sure what to do about that outside of repainting the gate or putting a different sticker on it. But the outside is super clean, paint's clean, does have your standard little chips. I'm waiting on this particular color of silver to come in from Toyota. It's got good Michelins all around it, the factory 16s. I'm in the process of building another 2002 4x4 for a buddy of mine, Eric with Jack & Sons Barbershop here in Roswell, Georgia. And man, I hope somebody has me build this one, because that other Sequoia, I've got a video on my Instagram of when we got it back from Lift Tires, and we're still waiting on roof racks and things to come in. But these trees are awesome when built. But this thing's all stock. Previous owner did take good care of it. Headlights had already been swapped. Paint's in good shape. We did recover both front bottoms. The bottoms are split on the sides. I believe we also recovered the armrests, so both the bottoms have new material. The rear window works. This does have the rear bench. Third row's intact and in great shape. Sunroof works. Belt moldings on these old first-gen Sequoias are pretty common. We also got a second set of keys, so it does come with 2 keys, 2 fobs. It does have a fairly nice aftermarket head unit with Apple CarPlay. Wired up for a mic here, and then you've got your USB connections here. 4x4 works. We've checked everything. There is a ABS code in here we're still figuring out. My big scanner won't communicate with this old one, so I'm taking it to my Diag guy today, but that will be resolved. Shouldn't be anything major. If it is, we'll deal with it either way. But does have backup camera wired with this one, which is nice to see. It's very nice and clear. Interior was real clean when we got it. Outside of the seats, it honestly didn't even need a detail. We still sent it through detail because that's our process, just to get it nice. But like underneath the seats, probably the cleanest one I've seen in a while, especially an old girl like this. So we redid the timing, full ace and timing belt kit. On these non-VVTi motors, we also do the cam seals as well as the crank seal. So full ace and timing belt kit, water pump tensioner, cam seals, crank seals, thermostat seal, valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, PCV valve. Trying to think, there was 1 or 2 other things. I know we replaced the clock spring. It was a bit crunchy. All new coolant. It's going to go in for an oil change. It's not due for one, but also just part of the process. But this thing's nice. I like this one a lot. And again, these old first-gen Sequoias are pretty much bulletproof. You keep the maintenance up to date, and it will run for 500,000 miles, no problem. This thing is, again, Georgia-owned, so super clean frame. No rust at all. Rear axles look good. Axle seals look good. I know I've had to do that on a couple of Sequoias. Thing drives great. Typical first-gen Sequoia. The plastic coating on the outside of these door seals is peeling off. These are expensive, and I think the last time I called to check, they were discontinued. I'll double check on these. But I generally will just start peeling this stuff back. It's really just a color match coating. It doesn't add any value or function to it. Speakers sound good in this one. I don't know if they've already been replaced. I haven't had to take the door panels off. AC is ice cold, fogging up the windows. So cold. It is a hot, muggy day here in Georgia in July. But 2002 Sequoia, very nice, very clean, well kept. It's got a remote maybe for this thing, but nice truck. We're gonna head up and drop it off with our diagnostic guy. Works for Snap-on and has all the big toy scanners, so he'll be able to read and figure out what this is. I was hoping it was the clock spring, but I changed that this morning and it's still on there, so and my scanner won't reset it, so we'll see. But 2002 Sequoia 4x4. We're gonna roll up on this other one. I mean, this thing drives so good. Suspension feels nice. They definitely took good care of it. And this other one, we did a Dobinson's lift kit on it. We just switched the headlights and everything. Yesterday, the TRD style grill, Stealth Custom Series, -10 on 34s. TKO fabrication sliders. So if you want to build a Sequoia, I'd love to do this to this one, because this thing is a great candidate for a build should you want an adventure vehicle to haul the whole family with 164,000 miles. I think I said 167, but it's got 164. It's got a ton of life left in this thing. So Adam, Avalon Auto, I know this is a long one, but thanks for watching.